Hey everyone, and welcome back to another Tuesday tip, where in this video we're going to be answering the question of whether or not you can patch a tube with chewing gum. So I've seen this tip floating around the internet in a few places, and honestly, I don't believe that it's possible or that it will work. What better way to find out than to test it on a channel where I talk about tips and tricks every single week. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take a thumbtack and we're going to put a little pinhole in my tube. We're gonna chew a piece of this, and then we're going to put it onto the tube where the hole is at, and then we're going to put the wrapper over top of that so I don't have a huge mess to clean up. And then we're gonna test it. We're gonna put it all back together, pump it up first, see if it holds air, and if it holds air, we're gonna start doing some tricks, and I'm gonna do some tricks that I know will put pressure on my tire in my tube. All of the tricks that I know pinch the tube a lot, and if it holds up to that, then, well, we're gonna take this deck screw and we're gonna put that into the tube and make a bigger hole. We're gonna see what happens. With all of that being said, now that you know what we're gonna do, let's get into the process. So a few things here while we are taking apart this back wheel to get the tube out of it. I'm in the shade now in the grass because it's literally 90 degrees right now. Sweating through my shirt just sitting here. Let's open up our gum, take out the first piece, and get it ready. Got the original double bubble. Keep this wrapper. Start chewing. And like I said, we're gonna take apart the wheel to get the tube out. Shout out to Park Tool. All right, got the tire off. I let the air out of it because I already shot the thumbnail for the video before I opened this, but we're gonna be putting more air into it. But like I said, wow. You see how easy that came off? But anyways, like I said, I've seen this a few places around the internet. I honestly don't believe it. And I'm not going to make a video telling you guys that this works without finding out if it actually works. This is something that if you're in an area and you can't get a tube or a patch kit, you might be able to find some chewing gum. All right, here we go. I'm gonna put it on the opposite end of the valve stem and sacrificing one tube in 3, 2, 1. Pinhole. There it is. All right, got the chewing gum. Here's our hole. You guys remember where it was. Here's the gum, and all right. One thing I have noticed already is that I can still hear it leaking. I'm gonna try and bunch it up. It's definitely very, very sticky. That's not gonna come off later. Yeah, I did it. Not proud of it, but I did it. I don't think it was dry enough. I could just hear air coming out of it. This is an experiment. Definitely an experiment. The gum's really sticky. There we go. All right, let's put some more air in this tube. Our hole is still there, still leaking. Oh, okay, check this out. So the air is pushing out the gum. So I'm gonna let all of the air out of the tube in hopes that it'll seal up easier with nothing pushing out on the gum. There, no pressure on the gum, way too sticky. Luckily, the wrapper covers most of it. I guess we can put it back in now. I have my doubts about this. If this works, I will be very surprised. If I didn't just waste a perfectly good tube, very surprised. But if it does work, I'm gonna leave it in there. All right, got it in here. What's up, dude? I'm making a video about whether or not chewing gum can patch a tube. Got my doubts. Don't hear it leaking yet. All right, we're at 70. All right, let's see. I don't hear anything. Yes, I do. It's still leaking. It's not working. Yeah, I can definitely hear it. Oh no! Experiment gone wrong. I'm gonna try adding another piece of gum, because why not, right? Why are you leaking? Everything, look at this. That is sticky. I guess I'll throw this second piece in here. I think it's not working because it's too wet. We'll see. Definitely want 2 layers of paper on here. Try this now. Okay, hopefully this works this time. That's part of it, right? Failed experiments. Try snugging up the tube to the rim with some air in the tire. Okay, we've got 20 pounds in it so far. Let's see what we got. See if we can hear it leaking. So it's definitely leaking still. Just for the sake of it, let's put more air in. Okay, now we're at 40 pounds. Definitely still leaking. What do we do? I guess I'm gonna take it apart once more, and if that doesn't work and it doesn't stay pumped and it doesn't stop leaking, I'm just gonna pump it up to 80 pounds and see how long we can ride with it. At the very least, you can find out how far you can make it using chewing gum to patch a pinhole. Man, I really wanted this to work. All right, let's see. Well, I mean, the thing is that it's like super sticky. I'm gonna let it sit for a little while and see what happens. It's super wet, but it's also super sticky, so maybe it just needs to dry for a little bit. I don't know, we'll come back soon. Won't be very long for you. The sun is gone. I don't feel like waiting anymore. So we're gonna put it back together and see what happens. And you know what? No matter what, it's going back together this time, so we might as well get it ready. Hopefully we're centered. Chain seems good. Let's tighten it up. So basically, if it leaks this time, it's becoming a test on how long you have using gum as a patch on your tube. No messing around. We're going straight to 70 PSI. There it is. At this point, I'm pretty sure it's leaking, so we're gonna move the camera and we're just gonna ride and see how long we can ride for. Oh, start a timer right now. We're not gonna cut and we'll fast forward or do whatever until the tube's out of air and we can't ride anymore. Okay, this way we've got a nice view of almost the entire skate park. So let's just see what we can do. Hopefully it's not longer than 15 minutes because that's all I have on my memory card. So far, it's not bad, feels fine. So let's ride around for a bit and see how it goes. Oh yeah, she's losing air quick. All right, status report. It's a little bit less, a little bit noticeably less, but not terrible yet. So if you're fast, should be okay. I gotta lose this microphone before I actually lose it, or at least put it better in a better pocket. There, now we don't have to worry about losing that. Oh, I can really feel it now. Oh, she's getting spongy, boys. She's getting real spongy. Oh, that was really close. Let's see if we can get that one. Dang it! Come on! Woo! A lot lower at this point, but it doesn't feel that bad. when you pinch it. So if you get a flat and it's like a pinhole and you've got gum, or you can get gum and you can't get a patch or a tube, you should at least be able to get back to somewhere. It's gotta be super noticeable by now. Oh yeah, it's getting low. It's getting low real quick now. Well, no more tire tricks. Just gonna roll around till it's flat. See if you can see how flat. Guys, there's bikes here. Oh, okay. Well, at this point, can't even roll up the ramp and carve. I think we're gonna go ahead and call it on that. You could probably go a good bit further, but I'm not gonna be boring and just coast around and test it. Actually, I should be boring and just coast around and test it, shouldn't I? Yeah, for science, never mind. I guess we'll just coast around in the flat bottom. Oh, it's so bad. Yeah, at this point, you're not gonna wanna be riding on it. I'll ride by the camera once. That is pretty flat. All right. That's gonna have to be it. All right, so as you guys saw, patching your tube with gum doesn't work the best, but it works well enough to get you from point A to point B in about, what was that, 15 minutes? So I mean, if you have access to a pump and you can't get a patch or a tube, and you can get chewing gum, which is cheap no matter where you're getting it at, then you should be able to get where you need to go. Unfortunately, it's not the outcome that I was hoping for. I really wanted to use this screw and put a big hole in the tire, but couldn't happen today. Either way though, hopefully you got something out of this, even though it was a failed experiment. Tube is now flat, gonna change it out for a good one, and thank you for watching. Come out with tips and tricks videos just like this one every Tuesday, BMX news videos on Fridays, other types of riding videos throughout the week, and just an added note at the end, normally the tips and tricks videos are actually useful. So thank you again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.